was something that kinda caught my attention. Why was that announcement so spiteful toward you, Master?
I don't know. But I'm not gonna stop, no matter what they say.
Whoa, Master, that was cool! I'm gonna haunt you till the very end.
There's someone in there.
They seem a bit different from the others.
We can keep going as long as we remain unseen. Let's leave it alone for now.
Oh, I forgot to mention, but they each have individual differences. Perhaps there are even some you could speak with.
Was that supposed to be some sort of hint? Forget it. It's probably just another trick.
But what if...
Hey, Yuma!
Wait right here, Kurumi. That looks like... I knew it. Zilch!
Who's that?
You remember the Amaterasu Express on our way to Kanai Ward?
Oh! The first soul I reaped in the Mystery Labyrinth! Zilch, the Master Detective!
He was actually a hitman disguised as Zilch.
So this guy isn't gonna jump ya? Maybe he's not hungry.
I was hired by Director Yomi
What? He can talk!
to kill anyone approaching Kanai Ward.
What's he mumbling about?
No. No. Do you remember me?
Oh, Director Yomi.
No, I'm Yuma. We met on the Amaterasu Express.
I was looking for you, Director Yomi. Where were you? At the lab again? You must love that place.
We can't communicate. He thinks I'm Yomi.
Why don't you take advantage of that and get some info out of him?
Oh, right. Tell me about Yomi. I mean, tell me everything you know about me.
Director Yomi, you became director of the Peacekeepers about 5 years ago, I believe. Things were good back then. That masked freak wasn't in Kanai Ward yet. It was the ideal environment for my work. That was when I worked as one of your closest advisors. It certainly takes me back.
Did he even answer anything? He's not making any sense.
Let's keep playing along for now. We might get some information. If you don't mind, can you tell me what it was like back then?
Back then, you used Dr. Weska to trade with outside military organizations. Amaterasu's growing success was all thanks to your endeavors. You were on top of the world. If anyone dared raise accusations about you, they were shot on sight. Many hypocrites acting as if they were upstanding citizens were shot on sight. In fact, most of them died by my hands. Ha 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 ha. Funny, don't you think?
Didn't Chief Yako's wife get killed for blowing the whistle on the lab's secret dealings? So that's what was going on.
Do you know anything about this restricted area?
Restricted area? Oh, you mean the location of Dr. Weska's lab?
No, Dr. Weska's lab is located underneath Amaterasu Corp.
Yes, Dr. Weska's lab. The new lab was made within the restricted area.
Huh?
I heard that Dr. Weska tried to rush the Homunculus research in order to beat the rival lab. So they built a lab about 3 years ago and started an experiment. I think it was called Project Homunculus. Was the experiment a success? Or did it fail? I guess it doesn't matter.
Master, you hear that? Project Homunculus sounds important!
So Dr. Weska's lab was around here somewhere 3 years ago. Could this be about the secret research?
Well, if he doesn't know if it succeeded or failed, then there's not much more we can ask him.
Damn. Kanai Ward changed. Thanks to that masked freak. It's all his fault.
He started talking again.
That bastard appeared. When was it? Yeah. Immediately after Project Homunculus, there was that event called the Blank Week Mystery.
The Blank Week Mystery?
The Blank Week Mystery. Unfortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
You know about that case? What happened?
Damn. Kanai Ward changed. Thanks to that masked freak. It's all his fault. That bastard appeared. When was it?
He's going in circles! Ugh, so irritating!
Oh, yeah. Around the time of the Blank Week Mystery. Right after that, the masked freak appeared out of nowhere. And he became CEO of Amaterasu in the blink of an eye. It's so irritating. Right, Director Yomi? That freak ordered the homunculus research to be shut down. Who does he think he is?
What? Makoto shut it down?
Tell me more, Zilch!
Director Yomi. I was looking for you. Director Yomi. Where were you? The lab again. Oh, you must love that place.
He's stuck on repeat. Guess he's glitching out.
Zilch! Zilch!
Director Yomi, you became director of the Peacekeepers about 5 years ago, I believe. Things were good back then.
It's no use. He's like a broken record. Well, based on what he said, Dr. Weska's lab was apparently somewhere near here 3 years ago. And something called Project Homunculus was carried out there.
And then after that, the so-called Blank Week mystery occurred.
But the real question is what the Blank Week mystery even is. I haven't asked Kurumi about it yet. It's supposedly taboo in Kanai Ward, but she may know.
The Flatty will probably tell ya. Try asking.
Kurumi?
Kurumi's gone? Where'd she go?
Hey, keep it down, will ya? They'll come for you again.
Don't tell me they got her.
If they had, she'd at least scream. But I didn't hear anything. She probably wandered off somewhere. I wish she'd stop dragging us down.
I don't think she turned back without good reason. Maybe she really did go on ahead.
I better hurry and catch up. Where the heck did Kurumi go? We have to find her! Hey! Is that...
Aw, we're too late. I bet flat meat doesn't taste very good.
I have to do something!
These clothes belong to Vivia. There's no sign of Kurumi.
Did the anemic vampire get whacked too? Well, he was half dead to begin with.
How awful. Another one of your friends has been devoured.
Stop saying that!
Master, never mind that. Look!
It's a report. This is definitely Vivia's handwriting.
Regarding homunculus characteristics, homunculi do not die. Rather, even if they die, they come back to life. The unified government sought out and began research for military applications of homunculi. Their desire was to create an immortal army. Homunculi look identical to humans. You cannot tell them apart from one another in everyday life. They can become injured and ill. Some are handicapped, some are blind. But once they die, everything is repaired upon revival. Death acts as the switch for rebuilding their cells. It only takes one day. They are immortal and even have eternal youth. Their cells may grow, but they never deteriorate. They stop aging once their bodies stop growing. Those who have already stopped growing maintain that state. There are many unknowns regarding homunculus memory, but they seem to inherit those of their originals. The memories at the time of DNA extraction are carried over and completely reconstructed in the brain's memory field.
It keeps the original's memories?
None of them seem to have their memories, though.
Well, Zilch did remember the past. Maybe that's the individual differences that was mentioned.
Anyway, there's more to the report. What does it say?
There's only one way to tell a homunculus and a human apart. Blood. Homunculi have special characteristics to their blood.
Their blood's characteristics? That's the only way to tell them apart. Huh? Hey, wait!
By the way, come on. You're gonna follow it? It might be a trap.
I don't know why, but I think it's calling to me.
Called? By that thing?
It's gone. Where did it go? This is...
But
Oh!
come on.
No.
Then
That figure... is that...
who is it? A friend of yours, Master?
maybe...
So we gotta track him down, huh?
Not here. Where did you go? Maybe this way?
Any green herbs around?
Huh?
Someone destroyed that giant shutter. It looked pretty sturdy. It would take a huge amount of force to make it look like this.
Stairs? Looks like they lead underground.
You're still going, Master?
Yeah, I have a feeling I need to talk to that person.
I wonder what's up ahead. Master, you could be falling for a trap, you know.
That's possible. But I have to go. There's no other evidence around.
Good point. Whether a zombie or death god pops out comes down to your luck, Master. This corridor goes on forever. How much longer till we reach the end?
And I wonder what lies ahead. Dr. Weska? What are you doing here?
Hey, it's you. You. Hey, it's you. You.
He can talk, but he's also bugging out.
Dr. Weska, please, tell me about the homunculi. You were researching homunculi, weren't you?
Homunculi. How do you know about the biggest stain on my life?
Oh, he spoke normally.
He's probably reacting to the word homunculi. He doesn't seem to have completely lost his memories. Doctor, what happened to the homunculus research?
Such a terrible memory. I'm ashamed to say my homunculus research with Amaterasu Corporation fell behind. Rumor had it the UG's research facility was on the doorstep of a successful experiment. So in order to catch up, the homunculus test site up ahead was constructed.
There's a homunculus test site up ahead. Is that the real secret lab?
I was getting impatient. I used every method imaginable to complete the research first. Do you dare criticize my methods?
No.
I thought so. Sacrifices are necessary during experimentation. I needed our experiment to complete a homunculus first, to silence that pesky unified government, to conduct the experiment in utmost secrecy. I purchased the entire surrounding village and made it a restricted area. And so, 3 years ago, the fateful Project Homunculus began.
What happened in that experiment?
Well, of course... You... What happened to my experiment? It's been a week since it began. Tell me now, what happened during the blank week?
What?
Tell me. Tell.
Ugh, he keeps breaking down at the worst time. Maybe he just needs a good smack.
The blank week was mentioned again. Maybe it has something to do with the experiments that took place here.
Whatever it is, we should keep moving. The homunculus testing site is up ahead.
Right. Let's see it for ourselves. First, let's summarize all we've learned about the homunculi.
Sure, I'm all ears.
10 years ago, the unified government requested that Amaterasu Corporation conduct homunculus research. 3 years ago, to compete with the UG's research facility, they built the homunculus testing site. That's where Project Homunculus took place, but we don't know exactly what that entails. And right after the experiments, the Blank Week mystery occurred.
The masked guy, Makoto Kagetsuchi, appeared at Kanai Ward right after that, too.
He somehow got ahead of Peacekeeper Director Yomi and became CEO of Amaterasu. He halted the homunculus research, and as a result, the homunculi became an urban legend in Kanai Ward.
And now, 3 years later, you and I descended on this ruined, oppressed land of Kanai Ward. Look! Another really tough-looking shutter has been completely beaten up!
What happened here? Is this the homunculus testing site?
Yuma.
Huh? Shinigami, did you hear that voice just now?
Not really. Must have been the wind.
No, I heard someone call my name. The sun is shining through the ceiling, and since it's not raining here, could we be outside of Kanai Ward?
I can smell the ocean. Maybe this was built over the sea. Whatever! Let's go!
Yuma.
There it is! I heard that voice again! It's coming from over there!
You sure? Don't tell me you're bugging out too! Now you're hearing things. Poor Master.
I'm not going crazy! I really did hear a voice! This is... That's...
What?
Who are you?
Hey, this guy can actually talk! Who is he?
I've never met him before.
Is this the guy calling you, Master?
No, I don't think so. My name is Yuma. Who are you?
What? You don't know who I am? You must live in the boonies. I'm the CEO of Amaterasu Corporation. Although, I conceded that post to someone else a little while ago.
Conceded? You mean to Makoto Kagutsuchi?
Oh, you're Makoto's acquaintance. You'll have to excuse me then. A friend of his is a friend of mine. How about a glass of wine, too?
Sorry, I'll pass. Besides, there's something I want to ask you.
Very well. What is it? Ask me anything.
This guy can actually communicate. Hans seems a lot more alert than the others. Master, now's your chance to get some answers.
I would like to ask you about the Blank Week mystery.
The Blank Week mystery. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened.
What?
But piecing together the bits and pieces I know, I do have an idea. Back then, a plot about the unified government planning to occupy Kanai Ward had been uncovered.
The UG wanted Kanai Ward?
From what I understand, the Blank Week mystery is a conspiracy the UG set up to take over the city.
Why would the unified government want Kanai Ward?
I have no idea. I suppose it's to steal the rights to Amaterasu Corporation. As a matter of fact, Kanai Ward was wiped from the map for some time, just as the UG wanted. But we were saved by my friend, Makoto Kagutsuchi.
How did Makoto overcome the threat of Kanai Ward disappearing?
He appeared from nowhere and volunteered to negotiate with the UG. Rumor is, he has a special connection within their ranks. I didn't expect much from him, of course, but it wasn't as if we had any other choice. And before we knew it, the negotiations were complete.
How?
Upon arriving at the negotiation table, he immediately announced that Kanai Ward would be isolated. Unexpectedly, the UG agreed. Both sides accepted a non-intervention condition and concluded negotiations. I suspect some sort of secret arrangement was made regarding homunculus information.
Makoto didn't tell you about the details of the arrangement?
Well, that was part of the agreement. Speaking of, there was one other condition. He said if negotiations were successful, I would have to concede my position as CEO to him.
It's hard to believe you gave up your seat as CEO to a complete stranger.
I agree. It's a ridiculous story. But without him, the UG would have occupied Kanai Ward, and Amaterasu would have been consumed. I wanted to protect this company, and he wanted to protect Kanai Ward. Our interests aligned, and I was already quite up there in age. Makoto loves Kanai Ward and its residents. I knew I could entrust this land to him.
But why the trade-off? Why did he want to be CEO of Amaterasu Corporation? He can protect Kanai Ward without it, right?
But Kanai Ward is now entirely Amaterasu Corporation itself. And I know that he said he wanted to stop homunculus research immediately. In retrospect, there's no denying that the research was extremely inhumane.
So Makoto became CEO of Amaterasu just to stop the homunculus research?
Ultimately, I can say the decision to concede my position to him was the right one. Under his leadership, Amaterasu expanded its businesses. Their total assets now rival that of the UG. Long live Amaterasu, right?
Come to think of it, wasn't the former CEO of Amaterasu Corp...
The previous CEO died in an accident. But my guess is that actually... You think Yomi is responsible? That's just a guess, mind you. Yomi must have killed him for giving away the CEO position to Makoto. With that in mind, I don't know if he actually made the right decision.
Well, if Yomi was the CEO, the city would be in much worse shape.
Yuma.
There it is again! I heard it clearly this time! I heard it clearly this time.
Then that voice is close by, right? Let's try looking for it, Master.
This is...
Kanai Ward's remaining unsolved mysteries. A brave master ventures deeper into the lab in search of the unknown. A never-before-seen device, suspicious equipment, a master prowling into a treacherous lab. And then...
What? What happened?
You'll have to read the Master Goes Exploring series.
Jeez, I thought something suddenly popped out. Anyway, don't go making up a series about me.
Were you born joyless, Master?
So, you're the one who's been calling for me. Chief.
Huh? Fuzzhead, really? This guy?
I'm happy to see you, even if it's like this. Do you remember me?
Yuma.
Yes, I'm Yuma! Chief, you understand me? This is for me? Wait! Please hear me out! Just for a little while!
Master, wait.
Why?
Nothing good will come from chasing after the dead. Just let him go.
But...
Besides, don't you think you should maybe hurry up and check out whatever Fuzzhead left for you instead? I think that is what he would want.
fine. Chief Yako, thank you for everything! Thank goodness, the computer still works. Now I can check the disk the Chief gave me.
Is the camera on? Well, I hope it's recording. Let's begin. Leaving this video is the greatest stain on my career as a researcher. But given the tragedy about to occur, this record will be of great assistance. It is currently 2 a.m. 14 hours have passed since Project Homunculus began. I'll get straight to the point. Project Homunculus is a failure. Something unexpected occurred in our efforts to find suitable DNA. Although we successfully created homunculi, the results have been dubbed defective. Defective homunculi have a fatal flaw to them. In the revival process, their intelligence is lost. They are reduced to nothing but senseless, flesh-seeking monsters. There is also another flaw. In a previous experiment, a defective homunculus was exposed. Trying to adjust for it worked against us. Made them even more violent, and we are in hell itself. They're nothing more than monsters. It's here. Listen, defective homunculi will devour humans down to their bones. They will drink every last drop of your blood. At this rate,
What the?
That was Dr. Huesca, right? Looks like a zombie got to him.
But Project Homunculus supposedly happened 3 years ago. If the doctor died in a failed experiment 3 years ago, then who was the Dr. Huesca I met in Amaterasu's lab?
I mean, he is right there. Why not ask him?
Oh, right. Dr. Huesca, please tell me, do you remember what happened in the experiment 3 years ago?
hey, it's you. You. Hey.
Damn it! It's no use.
The video could have been fake.
Maybe if it was just some random disc, but Chief Yako went out of his way to give it to me. It has to be an important clue.
But the last part was nothing but static, so there's no telling what he was saying. The homunculi have some sort of flaw. If they have a weakness, we need to know it.
Did you get to meet your benefactor? Perhaps you've finally obtained the truth. Speaking of which, don't you think you should return to the factory? Kurumi is in danger.
What?
Hey, Master!
You ever give up, do you? Despite all the murders you've seen, despite getting knocked out over and over again, you were framed as a criminal, and even murdered real criminals in the name of truth. I'm surprised you still call yourself a detective. Oh, to be clear, that's a compliment. A normal person would have fled. Anyone with even the slightest bit of a conscience wouldn't be able to take it. And yet, here you are. It'd be one thing if you were using your abilities, but you're actually using a Death God's powers, aren't you?
Huh? This guy knows about me? How?
Perhaps you're trying to corner me with all these acrobatics. But in truth, this is the worst possible move you can make. You can never outsmart me.
She's not here. Kurumi! Where are you?
Knowing that Flatty's personality, she wouldn't go back the way she came. Try looking for her up ahead.
Right. Let's look that way first.
Right here, Master!
Before you know it, the truth is right in front of you. Have you been enjoying my party?
So, it is you after all. Makoto Kagutsuchi! It's you, isn't it? The white smoke that knocked us out of the detective agency was from that gift you gave me! What's your goal here? What are you trying to make me do?
Please continue enjoying the rest of the tour.
Damn it!
How many times did I warn you to stay away from him? You should have listened.
It's all too late now. Besides, I'm sure from the moment I got on the Amaterasu Express, I was fated to meet Makoto.
It's too obvious of a setup to call it fate. This is way more like the perfect crime or something. Master, look!
Is that... the hitman who killed the chief? Is it you? Is it really you? Are you Fink the Slaughter Artist?
Hold on, Master! He's not in any condition to talk!
I did my job.
He talked!
Just like always. The only difference, the target was a detective.
Is he talking about what happened?
During the hit, lot of commotion. Still, I did my job. I knew it'd be a tough job from the start. But I couldn't refuse. Makoto Kagetsuchi introduced me.
Huh?
The client didn't. No. But otherwise, I would have refused the job. After completing the job, I was told I knew too much. Damn.
Master, if what he's saying is true, Makoto was the one who instigated the chief to hire the hitman. Does that mean he knew about the chief and Yomi's plot and took advantage of it?
All to eliminate Yomi. And he took the chief's life, too. Even me being there was part of his plan. He's had me in the palm of his hand all along. If that's the case, I'll make him pay!
Damn.
Killing the hitman once the job was complete. Makoto Kagetsuchi sure is thorough. It's like he's totally emotionless. At this point, I respect the guy more than I fear him.
This is...
I get it! We're all bunched up over there again. I think we can stick to the same old strategy.
These clothes belong to Fubuki.
Ah, poor thing. Yet again, another one of your friends was devoured. The biggest dimwit survived the longest. Perhaps thanks to her overpowered ability.
It's Fubuki's handwriting.
Homunculus experiment report. My apologies. I do not understand what is on the computer screen, so I will copy it down, word for word. 3 years ago, the Unified Government's research facility successfully created the first homunculus. The secret to their success was the DNA used as the core for their artificial cells. Their focus was on individual differences in DNA, so they experimented with various peoples. They found success in one person's DNA, someone believed to have the world's greatest mind. But because of that greatest mind, the completed homunculus was able to reflect on its condition. As a result, it realized it was a homunculus and escaped the research facility. Currently, that specimen is still missing.
So the UG's research facility successfully created a homunculus 3 years ago.
And Project Homunculus occurred at the same time.
So that's why Amaterasu Corp grew impatient.
The key point is that the specimen went missing. Probably has nothing to do with this city, though. But what's this about someone having the best brain in the world? They gotta be exaggerating.
Are you okay? Where were you?
I'm sorry. I thought I saw someone who looked like Aiko.
Aiko? Your friend who passed away 6 months ago?
Yes. I lost you when I went looking for her. But I got to talk to her a bit. She looked and talked differently from how I remembered. Still, I finally got to say goodbye. I think she understood.
That's good to hear. I got to see Chief Yako back there too.
The chief? Did you speak to him?
No, not really. But he did hand me something that exposes the truth about this place.
That sounds like something the chief would do. Oh, right. There was something I remembered after talking with Aiko.
What do you mean? I'm so glad Kurumi's alright.
Don't breathe a sigh of relief just yet, Master. The Flatty said she remembered something.
What in the world did Kurumi remember? Let's see what she has to say.